What is going on, you dead set legends, and welcome to the Ready Bang, the #1 arm wrestling interactive podcast in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and joining me now, all the way from Poland, we have finally got him back on the table in a right-hand match. You saw him only a couple of months ago, almost become the #1 arm wrestler on the left arm. And now he's ready to make his mark on the right arm. And, of course, I'm talking about the man, Alex Kurdecha. Alex, welcome back to the show, buddy. How you been?
Happy to be here with you, my friend. Happy to be with you and really excited about East versus West 12, which is coming very closely to us.
Mate, give us another look at that.
Oh, yeah, like this. It's too big. Too big to be on the screen.
What's the measurement?
Honestly, I even don't measure, but it's probably the biggest I ever have before.
Jeez. And you've just come from training, guys. So we've got about half an hour, 40 minutes with Alex. So if you've got any questions, get in there. But if you don't know, Alex is taking on, in 2 weeks' time, under 2 weeks' time, he's taking on Georgi Tsvetkov at East versus West. Alex, why were you so, what's the word I'm after, so eager to take on Georgi? There's that famous video where you were on video call with Georgi, and you're like, me and you.
I just like this guy. He's awesome. He's so great and funny, and he's a beast on the table. And I'm really interested to pull with Georgi. Georgi, you are the great, and I'm waiting for our fight. Really waiting, excitedly waiting for our fight. And Georgi actually have a very big score, yeah? His pull with Devon was not absolutely so easy for Devon compared to other guys. He showed very good with Morozov, with Paizulayev, and he was not so far with Kadoreta match, which was not so comfortable for him, and he was still able to pull very, very good arm fight. And I think Georgi is a great guy and great arm wrestler, and he's a really a good test to be confident where you exactly is, where is your level. Yeah. So if you want to pull with somebody, I think Georgi is a guy.
Well, you could argue that he's top 5 in the world at the moment. He is definitely there and thereabouts. Was your last right arm super match against Corey West? Was that the last right arm super match for you?
It was not last. After that was one more in Canada, but honestly, for big stage,
that's right.
I would say yes. For the big stage, it was yes. And honestly, I was even with Corey, I was happy by result, but not so happy by how it was for me. And I feel inside now should be much more better.
Yeah, well, it's going to be unbelievable in 2 weeks' time. What took you so long to have a right-hand match? Because anytime for the last 2 years, we'd all do our rankings. We'd all, everyone, here's the top 10, and everyone would be like, well, what's Alex Kurdecha doing? What's Alex Kurdecha doing? And it's taken a long time for you to do a right-hand match. Why so long?
Sometimes you just need a break. But honestly, it was a couple of matches which was postponed. And, after that, I was decided to already take some break and to prepare myself to bigger goals. Because if you pull in the season, in the hunting season, you pull one by one, you test yourself. But honestly, to become better, you also need to do some homework. You need to improve your weaknesses. You need to make some homework about movements which you want to make better. And after that, you go back to test yourself. So like it was the period of improving, and now I will be check how it is on the table.
Wow, I think you're going to go okay. You almost became the best left arm puller in your comeback match. That that wasn't too bad. Just quickly on that one, were you disappointed? Were you surprised? Like, what were your first initial thoughts after the Morozov match?
So firstly, like you saw probably, it was the smile on the face after the match. Yeah. It was when you sometimes, of course, you want to win, but how you want to win? Sometimes you just won by your main weapon and you're happy. Okay, I'm better. But what really gives you a good feeling? It's when you improve your weaknesses, when you improve something more than you already have, when you developed your possibilities and developed some new activities and some new movements. And with that match, actually that happened. I see that what I did on the trainings actually works. And that makes me happy because I just know that if I will continue, I will improve even more. And in your mind, you just know that, yes, it takes time. Yes, you need to work hard, but you see that it's hard work pay off. And it's motivate you even more because by discipline, by these small steps, you go into the top. You go into the top, not like easily, you just already the strongest or you are the best. The way actually is also very interesting when you develop yourself, when you open ArmWrestler inside yourself. And it was, I think it was a little bit unpredictable match for the viewers. And I'm happy if you guys like it.
Everyone loved it. Everyone loved it.
It was different styles during the match. I think it also was interesting for Artem. It was interesting for me. I'm happy if it was interesting for the viewers. And for sure, I will want to repeat in the future. Now I'm like, I'm continue what I did before, and I'm happy about results. But I know what to do more, and I see that it works. So I'm really excited about how it works on the table.
Oh, we're bloody excited as well. We can't wait for it. Eric Harlan, thank you very much. He says, Alex, watch out. Georgie eats boogers.
He can eat everything. He can eat everything. But we will check how was it effective for him 20 April in East versus West in Istanbul.
Oh, it's going to be great. Speaking of eating, how many calories do you consume in a day? Are you you're a big man, but are you a big eater?
I don't count, honestly. I'm not really taking care about, I don't feel myself small, and I don't feel like myself like so huge. I don't feel that myself now is biggest version of me, but probably the strongest version of myself.
Well, how much are you weighing at the moment?
How much weight? But I don't hear.
How heavy are you? How much do you weigh? Your body weight.
It's near to 160, but it's a little bit another shape than before. Before it was less cardio, I was not so fast. I think I'm now faster, more endurable, and more ready for long pull, like long-term pull.
Yeah, a bit of endurance in there. 160 kilos. Wow. That is huge. Do you watch a lot of Georgie's matches in the lead up and study his movements? We know he just top rolls, but have you been studying anything of Georgie's, or do you more, I'm just going to worry about my own training?
Priority, of course, it's my trainings. But of course, if you want to be good and effective, you need to know the style of your opponent. So I watched every last matches of Georgie, and even not last matches, but previous matches. I know that he knows that I will be watching it, and I believe that he will be trying to do something more than he did in the previous matches. I believe he also will prepare some surprise like me for him. So I know that every one of us will prepare some surprise. And I'm really excited about the match. I think it can be very interesting. Of course, in the first rounds, it will be about wrist fight, who has more stronger, who will be faster, who will be probably more endurable. But I believe that it will be not like one match and other matches will be copy of the first. I think it will be something more interesting than one-sided matches.
Yeah. Will you try and top roll him? He seems to be untop rollable.
He say that? You need to show him one video from the Zloty Tour match if he say it like that.
Yeah, that is good. Do you think since that Zloty Tour match with Georgi, do you think he has gotten better since your previous match?
For sure, I believe he become much more better. But I'm also become much more better.
Right, mate, you were looking fantastic, 160 kilos. Are we going to see a double Kings move? Is that the surprise?
I even not expect it can be everything, absolutely everything. I believe that during that match should be something which not expected by athletes, by referee, and by viewers. Maybe tables start to fly off or something. Everything can be during that match.
Oh, I think the match is going to be brilliant. I mean, yeah, this will really propel you into the top 5. Now, I know you don't like to look ahead of matches, but if you win this one, are you just wanting to go straight for the winner of Devon and Levan? Is that what you want to do, or would you like to try and climb and beat everyone in the top 5 before a title match?
Very interesting question, my friend. And like you said, yeah, now I'm concentrated only on Georgi. Only Georgi here. I like Tiger, and Georgi is my aim for now. I really want to hunt him. But after, I believe I would not want to make too much small steps. I probably will be hunting for some big fish. Yeah. But it's my dream. It's what I want. It's desire, aim, goal, and dream in one piece. For now, Georgi is my everything. Yeah. Georgi is I know Georgi will feel this during the match and before. He will be excited as me. I'm sure about that. And honestly, all the event is fantastic. It's when you pull just like you and your opponent and that's it. But this day will be so special. We have so much matches, and to be part of this historical event, probably one of the best events in the world in the history of armwrestling, it also makes you even more excited. You want to be performed as best as possible. And yeah, it's a very special day.
Oh, mate, it's going to be brilliant. What is it now? The 7th of April where you are, the 8th of April where I am. So not this weekend, but next weekend. You're going to see two of the biggest blokes just go at it, ham hock, and throw each other there. Do you think with you calling out Georgi, with you chasing the match, with that fun phone call that you guys were having, is it more pressure on you to win, or you're not bothered about pressure, or you're not worried about?
I don't feel any pressure, honestly. I don't feel any pressure. Like, I'm coming back. When you're coming back, sometimes you firstly make like the first move. It's not your last, maybe not so like somebody already expect that you need to defend your title. Yeah, you don't have anything to lose, and he already there. He's already in the top. He already wants to keep his position, and I want to hunt him. I want to take his position. I believe he has more to lose than me. And honestly, by voting, I see that people like logically, normally, and absolutely expected the result that they think that he's favorite of this match. So he has more to lose, and I'm just even more excited about that because when I don't feel any to lose, I'm just concentrated to catch my aim.
Mate, that's going to be huge. So your lead up to it now until the match, can you give everyone a little bit of insight, because you've just finished training? When is your last training session? When do you rest? And what do you do on the day of your match?
I will be probably resting like 7 days before the match. So it's not so many time now. It's like final line, final steps to the party. In the day of the match, I have like always do the same thing. It's nothing something very special, but it's more about what is in your head. When you step up on the stage, you already expect it. You already know what you will do, and it's like a game day. It's not like your work with lifting exercise or something which is depends only on you. It also depends on your opponent. So it's a game. Who will make this movement? Who will make another movement? And I think the game starts in the mind of your opponent, in your mind, and there is some mind games every match. For some guys, it's even more important before ready to go. For some guys, it's a little bit less. But I believe for everyone, everything starts from the dream. Everything starts from your thoughts. Everything starts from your emotional reaction, how you react, what you want, how confident you are. And how stressful you are. If you have something to lose, if you have possibility to lose your position, you are really care about it. You're a little bit stressed, or you're not stressful. You absolutely feel excited. You're absolutely happy to have possibility and to show your best and try to catch this result, and that's it. So my day of fighting is a special day, emotional day, and it's more about how I think what will be in the stage.
Yeah, because it is hard, because it will start at about 8 p.m. Turkey time, and your match number 12, I think. So it's, you could be starting at about 11 p.m. midnight. Yeah. So are you an athlete that turns up at the start of the event and watches all the matches, or will you turn up, say, match 5, match 6 in the arena and then get yourself ready?
I always come into the place closer to my match, because previously, like I said, I'm in my mind. I think about what will be. I don't want to watch too much something else, because after, I will watch and we'll watch the older repeat. And of course, after my match will be the main show, which I absolutely will be happy to watch it. But of course, the main thing is my match, and I will be going closer to it to turn on my beast inside, and to go and show something beautiful on the stage.
Oh, it is going to be beautiful. April 20th on pay-per-view. If you haven't bought the pay-per-view yet, please buy it now, because if you wait until the day of to buy it, the website's going to be too busy. You're going to have trouble buying it. Buy it now. Ensure that you've got it. And I mean, Alex versus Georgi is the main event anywhere else in the world. But then, of course, you've got Devon and Levan, which we'll get to in a moment. Just a quick question from Benji. Will Alex ever bring the pony war tail back? I mean, you're very, very slick at the moment, but will the ponytail ever come back?
Everything is possible. Maybe. Now I'm this style, but I always sometimes have some thoughts about how it was, and maybe it will be coming back in future. For now, I'm enjoyed it this style, but in future, maybe.
Vitali versus Alex would be interesting. Thank you very much, Furious, for your super chat. So Vitali versus Alex I think
I'm
you.
agree.
I think
I'm
you
agree
against
with this.
anyone.
It'll be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you against anyone. Like if your next match was against Devon, I'd be excited. If it was against Levan, if it was against Vitali, Jerry Cadaret, Gennady, Erdemes Gasparini, I think you're one of those pullers where if your match is announced, I'm excited. I don't really care who it is. I'm like, yes, good. Alex is on the table. It's going to be, it's going to be a good match.
Happy to hear.
There we go. We've got. I'm not buying it because I'll be there in person. So get over. He's going to be there watching. He's coming all the way from England to watch you dominate, mate. To watch you dominate. It's going to be great. Quick question here. Will your Kings move like you did against Dave?
Guys, with Dave, it was not special. Dave was just more powerful, and Dave was the guy who like opened the angle, and that's why it looks like King's move, but it was not part of the plan. Maybe sometimes you don't expect it from yourself, something which can be effective. If it's legal and if it's effective, you can use it. But I'm planning something else, honestly.
Oh, can everyone try and guess? What is Alex's special surprise? It'll be interesting to see what he does there as everyone's having a laugh in the chat at the moment. Just quickly, I did a show with Devon the other day, and he mentioned that you probably have the best opportunity to beat Levan. If Devon doesn't beat Levan, he thinks you're the guy that could beat Levan. What do you think about that?
I'm really thankful and really pleasurable about this opinion. And what I say now, absolutely seriously, that I'm really, really want, and I will do everything to confirm this opinion in near future, not so far away. Of course, it will be some preparation, some bigger preparation for this special day. But yeah, absolutely, yes, this is my goal. This is my goal, and I'm absolutely happy if somebody, which opinion I'm really respect, gives this opinion about me. It's a pleasure. It motivates a little bit more to work even more harder.
In a dream scenario, how long would you need to prepare for Levan?
How much time you mean?
Yeah.
I want to see how he will perform against Devon, and really thoughts which helps you to analyze what you need to do. It's the last matches, Levan versus Rivas, which is a little bit comparable to myself. I also pulled in the past with Rivas, and I know his power. And I remember like one of the last matches on the Wolves. Of course, Levan was not the beast of nowadays, but it was still some biomechanics on some positional games which shows some possibilities versus Levan performed by Rivas. And I know some results of Rivas, and I know how to convert on my power and what to expect from myself. And what gives me some information in the match of Hermes versus Levan, it's also some information which you expect to how to use on your preparation. So I think like 6 months of the good, very hard trainings, it can be possibly perform the shape versus Levan. But of course, like I said, we need to be realistic. So I want to see how he will perform against Devon. What will be the score?
Yeah. And then, of course, your match will be a best of 5. When it comes to super matches, do you prefer the best of 5 or the best of 7?
I always previously was pull more best of 7. Best of 5, it's a little bit new formula for me.
Okay.
It's enough 3 matches to 1, yeah. So it's more not about endurance, it's more about explosiveness, about effective setting up, about to be fast and powerful. But it's still 3 matches. Yeah, your opponent or you can do some fouls. It can be some restart. It can be also some time spending on the setup. I will see how it will be during the match, but probably it's a little bit more so not about endurance, more about explosiveness and about pure power. I believe this, but how it will be, I need to compare during the match, and after I can say what the difference, because previously I always pulling in the system best of 7.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you, I was kind of hoping this match was a best of 15, just so I could see you two keep hitting into each other. I just think it's going to be incredible. I mean, at the moment, we have a poll going, and let me just have a quick look. Wow, very even. 52% think that you're going to win out of this recent poll. So very, very even. Guys, get your prediction in the chat. We've got about 10 minutes left with Alex. So if you've got any questions or predictions, get them in the chat because he is going to dominate. And of course, I'll have to quickly ask while I've got you, Alex. I mean, the main event, the biggest rematch in history, Devon versus Levan. Who's going to win that one?
That's the beautiful and one of the best question of this year. And my short version of my answer will be the match will be much more closer than the first one. Like we saw the first edition of this match, yeah? And first edition was dominantly one of Levan. Now we saw how Devon climbed better and better and better and better. He's absolutely another animal now. He's absolutely another kind of beast now. He knows actually everything about arm wrestling, and he knows what he was needed to improve to stop Levan. And I believe he did a great job now. Great job during these all previous matches with his opponents. He was amazing. He was absolutely, totally dominant. And now it was also big piece of the time, so he improved even more. And about Levan, if I need to be honest, what I saw on his preparation of his results, and now I don't see huge improvement. I don't see big difference. Yeah, he's a favorite. Why he's a favorite? Because he's number one guy. He's still there. He's a big mountain, and he deserved that place. But absolutely the best opponent is Devon for now. Absolutely most interested opponent for Levan is Devon now. And Devon is a very, very special guy for now. It's absolutely not enough to be stronger in the side pressure. It's not enough to be stronger in the cupping, not enough to be stronger on the pronation, not enough to be stronger on rising. To win with Devon, you really need to be better, much more better in 4 or 5 movements, which is key movements by this match. And you need to avoid from his trap, which he prepared during the match. And if you will be catching by the trap, which he will be doing for you like a spider, put these traps, you will be catching and this down. If he will stop your hand, it's probably already make him more confident, make him more effective in his counter movements versus you, and and it will be like when he will feel the blood, he will be unstoppable from that moment. So if you want to win with him, you need to not give any possibility to him. If you miss even 1 millimeter, one chance to the 100 of chances, he will use this chance. He will catch you, he will stop you, and he will warn you. And you need to be also here very prepared. You need to prepare yourself here to the mind games before ready go. It will be a lot of everything before ready go. You need to be ready for that. Levan understand this, and he do everything he needs to do. But like I said at the beginning, shortly, I really believe it will be unpredictable match and much more closer match than previous version of this match.
Do you have a score?
I don't have honestly score in my mind. I have some expectations what can be. And in my expectations, there is two scenario. One scenario is that Levan don't show his real power now. He just shows some small pieces of his power, and he really powerful, and he just will perform beautifully and don't give any chances to Devon. And second scenario, that the videos which is in internet of the guys, the comparison of the power is the real, and they are really close, not so far away from each other, and it will be some fantastic unexpected match which is bring us the new champion.
Ooh, it's going to be great. April 20th. There are so many mega matches on this card, and I am really looking forward to the Alex versus Georgi matchup. It is going to be genuinely mega. Guys, if you've got any questions, drop them in the chat now, because we've got about 5 minutes left with the one and only, the Polish powerhouse, Alex Kurdecha, who just might grow his hair back. You just don't know. We might. We'll get in there. So the French Reaper says, Alex, will you talk at the table to Georgi if you're winning?
I will talk to Georgi after, but it's what inside about you. It should be natural. It will, if we will start to talk to each other naturally because we want to say something, it will be like absolutely naturally desired during the process. For sure, I will be.
I think you two would just start giggling and laughing at the table. I think you both are just like genuine beasts on the table and super competitive. But the way you both are off the table, it's just smiles, laugh, and everything like that. So I could see either you saying something to Georgi and he just laughs and then you laugh, or Georgi says something to you and then you both just erupt in laughter. I can't see much.
For sure. I agree totally with you, because I know Georgi's character, I know myself, and for sure, we will do everything like two tigers on the table, but after we will be smile, we will be like, it will be nothing, just a pure fight on the table, and after it will be smile on the face of both of us.
It's gonna be great. That's so good. My man Dungeon Master says, Alex, do you think Aljan is big enough to take down Hermes?
Guys, if I need to build my opinion in the statistic of the match, Aljan versus Corey Merritt, Aljan versus Oleg Petrenko, and Aljan versus Prudnik version of that day, which, like he said to me, was not his best version. So I expect that it will be absolutely not so one-sided for Aljan like everyone tell to me. It's my real opinion, because I understand his level. Yeah, he's great. But if I watched the match versus Petrenko versus Corey Merritt, it was not so one-sided. It was not so one-sided, and I saw that in the hook he's very great. For sure, he's the best in the hook on his weight category and one of the top open category. But Hermes probably will not pull with him in the hook. I think Hermes will pull with him by top roll. And there's the question if his wrist will be absolutely enough to do something with that top roll, which I really believe, become much more better than before. And like I say to Hermes and to you guys, to everyone, I say Hermes, not because like he's friend of mine, but I really believe in him. I really believe in him that he can show something which is nobody, like I see, expect in the day of 20 April.
Oh, it's going to be brilliant. I mean, I reckon everyone in the chat has already got the pay-per-view. The usual suspects here are diehard arm wrestling fans. I got my pay-per-view as soon as they offered the package, so I'm set, ready to go. And, of course, you can see Alex is ready to go. Outside of the match, have you got any exciting collaborations or anything coming up in the works? Any big events besides pulling on April 20th?
For now, absolutely everything in my eyes. It's East versus West 12 and only Georgi. Only this now in my mind. I want to say, guys, it will be a very great event. For me, like for viewer, I will, like I said before, I will be watching from the beginning to the end like this, so by my eyes, because I really believe it will be fantastic event. One of the best in history. If you guys want to watch real arm wrestling, I really propose to watch East versus West 12.
Yeah, and this will break all sorts of pay-per-view records. I think this will be the highest. When they pulled the first time, that's the highest one. I'm not sure if Devon and Dennis beat that one, but this will smash all the pay-per-view records.
You know, to be honestly, even Devon and Levan, it's already like everyone wants to watch. And what a beautiful ending did that he put so many great matches. He don't have to do this, but he did, and this is awesome. This is awesome that we have this number of matches, different matches, interesting matches, and I believe one of the biggest number of interesting matches in one day. So
absolutely. Even people outside of the sport, celebrities, former UFC fighters are getting excited for this matchup. But before we wrap up, speaking of your match, round one, are we going straight into a hook? We're not going to worry about the top roll. Are you just going to dive in, commit that shoulder? Where are we going round one, Alex? Give us a taste. Give us a sample of where you'll go round one.
It will be so boring if it will be one-sided. I can guarantee you guys it will be not boring match. In the round one, everything will be in the eyes of me. I'm
going to bring up the eyes so much. I'll be watching it and I'll be telling everyone, look at Alex's eyes. He's telling you what he's going to do. Look at his eyes. He's telling you. How can you not see it? It is going to be awesome. Guys, we're going to wrap it up there because Alex has finished training. And when you're 160 kilos, you've got to eat and eat a lot. And we can't thank him enough. If you're watching this, Arm Historian is about to go live. So please go over to Arm Historian's channel. He's fantastic, telling the Aussie Arm Wrestler sent you. But Alex, we wish you all the best. We hope you have an amazing match on April 20th. We're all going to be watching, and thank you so much for joining the show.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy always to be part of this show. Thank you everyone who watching us. And guys, really recommend you to watch East versus West 12. It will be the rock, the fire, and everything in one day. So thank you everyone who will be watching this, and wish you the best show all the year in the screen when you will be watching.
Thank you very much, big fella. And